Jai Jagannath. Myself Vinodini Ratho. Today my video will be education in womb. Education starts in womb, said Maharshi Vasishtha, chief author of the 7th Mandala of Rig Veda and one among the Saptarishis. Education in womb is known as Garbha Sanskar in Indian tradition. Means teaching a child before birth. According to Vedas, there are 16 sanskaras of an individual's life for sanctifying the body. Garbha Sanskar is the first and foremost of all of them. It is briefly described in our scriptures like Charak Samhita, Kashyap Samhita, Bhrugu Samhita and Manu Smriti. Education in womb is proved since Puranic times in Indian tradition. Abhimanyu learned the art of archery, especially the impenetrable military alliance known as Chakravyuh from Lord Sri Krishna when he was in Subhadra's womb. Prahalada, being the son of demon Hiranyakashipu, became a true devotee of Lord Vishnu because Prahalada's mother Koyadu was under Narada's care before his birth. During her pregnancy, Koyadu was listening to the heroic deeds of Lord Vishnu from Narada, who himself was a great devotee of the Lord. Likewise, Rishi Ashtavakra learnt Vedas from his maternal grandfather sage Uddalak Aruni while he was in the womb of Sujata. When his father Kohoda was reciting Vedas with some mistake, Ashtavakra, as a fetus inside the womb, corrected the recitation. The fetus did such correction for 8 times, humiliated with such action by an unborn child. Kohoda got angry and cursed his own son. That is why Rishi Ashtavakra was deformed and twisted in 8 parts of his body. He became a master of Vedas at the early age of 12 years. At that time, Janaka was the mighty king of Mithila. The deep knowledgeous king Janaka asked Ashtavakra some questions about self-realization. Boy Ashtavakra of 13 years of age answered all of them by a poem that is known as Ashtavakra Gita, a famous classical Hindu text. According to Markandeya Purana, Queen Madalasa was the most learned woman with astounding spiritual powers. Brahmagyani Madalasa is an idol for all pregnant women. She taught her first 3 sons Brahmagyana when they were in her womb and as infants. The Brahmagyana Madalasa taught her children through lullaby is famous as Madalasa Upadesa. The first stroke of the poem is here.
Shuddhosi buddhosi niranjanosi sansara maya parivarjitosi sansara swapnam tyajamohanitra madala solapamuvacha putram.
She taught her 4th son empathetic politics and administration while he was in her womb. Thus, the first 3 sons, Subhahu, Vikrant and Shatrumardhan, became Brahmagyanis. They sacrificed their whole life for the well-being of the society through their knowledge. Their 4th son, Alarko, became a benevolent king and a good administrator. King Dasharatha of Ajodhya performed a Putra Kameshti Yajna, Rushyasanga being the chief priest. A pot of divine kheer came out of the Yajna fire. At that time, Hanuman's mother Anjana was meditating on the hills for many long years. A portion of the kheer snatched by a bird fell on Anjana's arm. She ate that kheer and Lord Hanuman was born with divine powers. There is also a mention in the Bible. Lord Jesus, while in the womb of Mother Mary, had heard her mother talking to her friend. Later, after his birth and as a child, he reminded his mother of the conversation which she had forgotten. In the present century also, in almost all corners of India, there is a tradition of Garbha Sanskar known as Simantranaya Sanskar on the 7th month of pregnancy. The pregnant woman's family, friends and relatives gather together at a place and do the sanskar. Then the pray Lord for the well-being of mother and child. The elders of the family bless the pregnant woman by turmeric rice and flowers. Nowadays, this is known as Bodh Bharai, Baby Sabar or Tehani. There is some science behind all our Indian traditions. Let us see if there are any on this. Cortisol is a steroid stress hormone produced by our adrenal glands. The cortisol regulates a wide range of processes throughout our body, like our blood pressure, sugar in the blood, and mainly helping our bodies respond to stress and danger. But if our stress will be more, then more cortisol will be produced. In pregnancy, the maternal cortisol as such increases, which has a positive influence on the neural development of the fetus. On top of that, if the woman is more stressed, then more cortisol will be produced. The mother's more cortisol will result in fetus more cortisol. That is proved by the blood test of the child done on first day of its birth. The research was done taking more than 100 pregnant ladies. Let us see how the stress hormone cortisol reaches the fetal circulation. A temporary organ called placenta develops from the uterine wall of the mother during pregnancy. It is attached to the fetus umbilicus by a cord known as umbilical cord. Placenta is the life support system of the fetus because it transmits necessary nutrients and oxygen to the growing fetus from the mother's blood. Then waste products and carbon dioxide from the fetal blood are sent back to the mother's circulation to be excreted. And another important role of placenta is there. Placenta produces an enzyme called 11-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase type 2. Help of this HSD2 enzyme, placenta neutralizes the active cortisol of mother's blood to inactive cortisol before it reaches the fetal circulation. But if the mother's stress is more, then more cortisol will be produced. The excess cortisol inhibits the production of this HSD2 enzyme. As a result, placenta cannot cope with the neutralization to inactive cortisol. So the more cortisol in mother's blood reaches the fetal circulation by the umbilical cord and placenta. Stress is a major concern in modern times, especially in urban areas. Many factors make people to fall in stress, like today's unhealthy lifestyle, hectic lifestyle, unhealthy food habits, financial insecurity while bettering status in society, environmental pollution, and so on. The blue light from technological devices like TV, computer, laptop, mobile phones reduce melatonin, a hormone needed for sleep in our body. The disturbed sleep also is a cause. Now, more women are mostly working, so they have to balance their work, home, and their health simultaneously. During pregnancy, there are some hormonal changes in the mother. The stress with these hormonal changes sometimes makes mother to be in a stressed condition. Mother's stress can affect child's receptive power, so there is chance of less IQ of the child. The more stress hormone cortisol in fetus can make him a timid person. Anxiety, depression, and stress in pregnancy can cause low birth weight and preterm birth. Maternal stress during pregnancy can lead to miscarriage. Dr. Martin Frost, Associate Professor at the University of Washington School of Medicine, said fetal stress can result in child as neuropsychiatric conditions like attention deficit hyperactive disorder and autism, and neurodegenerative conditions like Parkinson and Alzheimer's. It is seen that breast milk of stressed lactating mothers contain higher level of cortisol. A research done at Arizona State University is seen that higher level of cortisol in mother's milk causes the infant to cry or become agitated easily. Again, stressed lactating mothers have a high risk of early termination of breastfeeding, but we know that breastfeeding has many benefits for the child, especially for the first 6 months. A larger duration of breastfeeding has been related to fewer infant illnesses. So during breastfeeding also stress is not good. Going back to Ramayanic period, it is seen that Maharshi Valmiki was aware of the maternal stress. Devi Sita had taken refuge in the ashram of Maharshi Valmiki. At that time, she was pregnant with Lava and Kusha. One day, Sita was sitting outside the ashram in a melancholy mood. Maharshi Valmiki noticed it. He advised her, never be sad, be happy, think positive. You are entrusted with the noble responsibility of shaping the enlightened future ruler of Ajodhya. You have to control your own mind to reach the destination. Then Sita apologized to Valmiki and promised never to be gloomy again. The father of Ayurveda, Maharshi Charaka, said, if you take good care of the pregnant woman, then the offspring will be healthy, disease-free and tejasvi. According to the tradition of Odisha, if the pregnant lady wants to meet with someone, she should meet. If she wants to eat something, she should take. Again, during pregnancy, friends, relatives of the lady used to come to meet her with fruits and sweets. Again, the tradition of going to parents' home for delivery is also there. It is with a view that she should be comfortable there and can stay there stress-free. In many parts of India, traditions are there to keep the pregnant woman lovingly and respectfully. Perhaps the traditions are there to keep her happy. A leading pediatrician of Chicago, Dr. Matthew Davis, said, one of the most important approaches to having a less distressed child is to support the expectant parents and minimize their stress during pregnancy. That can be accomplished through clinical care, social supports, and policies that are family and pregnancy friendly. It is seen from researches that happy mother, happy fetus. Experiment was done showing some happy and sorrow feeling clips to 48 pregnant women. It is seen that whenever the mother is happy, seeing the happy clips, at that time the fetus arm movements are more in number. Whenever she is sad, at that time the fetus arm movements lessens in number. Trunk movement remains the same. Whenever the mother-to-be is happy, at that time fetus development will be better. If the mother-to-be is happy, then her body will produce serotonin, happy hormones like serotonin, dopamine and oxytocin. Serotonin is the hormone beneficial for depression, dopamine is the feel-good hormone and releases stress, oxytocin, often called love hormone, will alleviate anxiety. In pregnancy, the maternal nutrition is very important. One should take sufficient fruits and vegetables in pregnancy. Foods rich in folate, iron, calcium, vitamins, minerals are necessary. Food rich in folate, because folate taken in early pregnancy prevents the neural tube defect of the baby. Calcium decreases the risk of hypertensive disorder of the mother-to-be, because gestational hypertension may develop preeclampsia. Calcium also helps in fetal bone growth and decreases the risk of preterm birth. Iron needed for fetal growth, protein also needed for fetal growth, iodine needed for fetal brain development, and fiber needed for digestion. According to experts, one should take 2 to 3 liters of water daily. UNICEF promotes healthy eating, micronutrient supplementation, deworming prophylaxis, weight gain monitoring, physical exercise and rest to improve nutrition in pregnant women. Besides this, pregnant women should take nutritional supplements as advised by the gynecologist. Our ancient India's physical and mental exercise known as yoga and pranayama is very good for the pregnant woman. Yoga is advised after 14 weeks of pregnancy and up to 36 weeks. According to yoga experts, one can do cat pose. It will alleviate backache and improves blood circulation. Butterfly pose. It will relieve constipation, as constipation is a common symptom in pregnancy. It also promotes for vaginal birth. Triangle pose. Triangle pose is good for the hips. It also helps in lower backache. Bhramari and Anulom Vilom are very good to keep the mother-to-be calm. Yoga Nidra reduces tension and helps the body to regulate blood pressure. as blood pressure is a very important factor to be regulated in pregnancy. But yoga and pranayama should be done under the supervision of prenatal yoga experts. Nowadays, it is available online. From researches, it is seen that fetuses are stimulated to classical music. In Indian tradition, practice was there to listen good music, gods' names, and Puranas in pregnancy. In Western countries, it is popular nowadays to listen Mozart's music, as this Mozart's music is typically classical. Following Indian tradition, Western countries have now started doing yoga and pranayama classes, listening to Sanskrit, chanting Sanskrit mantras, listening to classical music during pregnancy. Hobbies are very good in pregnancy. One should do gardening, stitching, drawing, painting, whatever she likes. One should get in pregnancy the scope what she feels good to do. Reading good books, positive learning, etc. are very good in pregnancy. 1,300 children are taken for research, and it is seen that unpleasant relationship of couples have every chance of having mentally or physically challenged offspring. So, positive environment at home and surroundings is important. From research says it is seen that fetus responds to sound at 16 weeks and clearly responds after 21 weeks. Very noisy places are not good for the fetus. An organization focused on worker safety and health, namely National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, advise pregnant women to avoid sound more than 115 decibels. It may cause hearing problem for the child. So, high volume loudspeakers, noisy places, quarreling places, mobs and violent places are not good in pregnancy. One should not see the horror movies, negative TV serials, horror serials, etc. in pregnancy. This may create anxiety for the fetus. That's why Charok said, fetus mind is connected with parents' mind, especially with mothers. Children are the backbone of society. As a potter shapes a pot while the soil is wet, so also we should put maximum effort at this stage of pregnancy as aid infants to shape the child perfectly. Larger part of child's brain development happens in the womb, which is proved by scientists. So simply doing a Garbha Sanskar function is not the end. For this, the pregnant woman's food, sleep, rest, positive atmosphere, surrounding, stress-free surroundings are of utmost importance. Besides the society and family's responsibility, the pregnant women should take their own care, like taking food in time, taking nutritional supplements as advised by the gynecologist. They should do regular health checkup. Then only education in womb in true sense will be possible. The tradition of India is intricate, scientific and unique in the world. Thank you all. Jai Shri Jagannath.